Hello, Scorpios. This is Nicole with Angelic Therapy and Healing. With love being in the air, day being around the corner, I wanted to do something fun. So I'm doing a love romance reading for all of the astrological signs. This is a general reading, but so you're not going to find that all the messages are for you like it would be with a private reading. But what you will find is you'll find at least one message for you. I have prayed over the cards and asked that everyone has at least one message. Now, the thing with astrological readings is occasionally you're not going to find something with your sun sign, your primary sign. And if you're finding that's the case for you, I recommend going and listening to your rising sign reading because you'll find something there. If you're not sure what your rising sign is, go online. There are a ton of places and websites online where it's free. Literally only takes a couple minutes. You plug in some information, will let you know what all your sun, your rising, all your different signs are, and you can get that there. The other thing with the general reading, again, it's not a personal reading for you. If you would like a personal reading, you want more information, you want some specific details for you, or you have questions about other areas of your life, or more questions about love. Whatever it is that you're wanting to know, you'll get that in a personal private reading. If you would like one, you can go to the webpage, angelictherapyandhealing.com, and schedule one there. And then that way you can get all your questions answered from your angels that you're looking for. So we will go ahead and get started. Now, I wish I could say that the cards that came out were all lovey and dovey and warm and fuzzy, but this is the second group that just has some work to do and things to work on this month. But you guys do get a bonus card because when I was drawing cards from the one deck, you had another card just fall out. So we're going with it. You get a bonus. So the first card is you deserve love. And when you read the bottom of it, it says you are lovable. So I'm getting for most of you that you don't feel like you deserve love. You don't feel worthy. You just don't feel loved. You don't feel lovable. You don't feel like you're worthy of that. And what the angels are wanting to remind you is that you are lovable. You are worthy of love. You are loving. You are lovable. You encompass all of that. They want you to remember that. But what I'm getting is that you've had things happen in your past. You've had past relationships where you have just been emotionally beaten to a pulp. And to the point where that partner had you even doubting yourself, even to the point where you would put up with a lot of disrespect because you just didn't even think you're worthy of it. You're not lovable. I mean, they made you feel like that. It left lasting long-term effects on you. And you start to believe them. And you're still believing them today. And I get most of you, it is from a past relationship. Past romantic relationship. It went really wrong. And we're all here to learn lessons in life. And that is one of your big lessons. I'm getting for most of you, that was one of your big lessons. We all come here on earth to learn different lessons. And some of us, our lessons are to get burnt by someone really, really bad so that we can learn how to love ourselves. Some of us have abandonment lessons, like maybe we were with a spouse or someone and they just up and left us. And if you look at our life, maybe our lessons, to know that we're never alone. But for what I'm getting for you is, it is a lesson. And I do forget some of you haven't forgiven that person. Forgive that person. Because you probably had a contract and agreement before you came here that, they were going to come and treat you really bad and burn you and it was going to hurt, but you were going to grow from it in the end and then learn that lesson. So you can move forward and be a better person and be ready for that love and that next level in your life. But you believed them. I get for a small number of you, as a young child, you had a rough childhood that again made you not feel lovable. And so I'm getting for, regardless of how it happened, for those of you that this is applicable to, that you're constantly going above and beyond for everyone else all the time because you're trying to prove to them that you're worthy of their love, prove yourself to them. You're trying to get them to love you because in your own mind you don't think you're lovable, so you're trying to get someone to love you. You're putting up with a lot of disrespect and things that you don't need to. So what, and I'm getting that, some of you even like blamed yourself. Like it even got to the point where you thought it was your fault that those things happened, went wrong. So you're also not loving yourself because you're like, well, what more could I have done? And oh, woe was me, I should have done this and I should have done that. And you're blaming yourself. And so stop being hard on yourself. Remember that you're amazing. You're a divine creation of God. And you are lovable. And for your romantic life, it's essential that you start to love yourself, because you can't bring love in until you love yourself. So you need to love yourself and know that you are lovable, and then you'll have that relationship, that partnership that you really do want come into your life. But the thing is, because of those past experiences and those harsh experiences that you've had, you've put this block up, by not seeing your value, by not loving yourself, by being so harsh on yourself, you completely blocked yourself to love. So I get into where you benefit from starting to do that work to love yourself. I'm getting, for some of you, actually, you'll be able to knock it all out. Maybe you take a little trip by yourself. Maybe you go see a weekend, go see a healer. Maybe you go get some, professional counseling. Whatever it is you need, treat yourself to it. I'm getting treat yourself to it. Do what's needed so that you get back to that state of loving yourself and truly knowing your value. And then you'll have opened up the door for them to usher in that love, that partner that you're desiring. Because I'm getting that they've got a partner ready for you. And that partner will love you unconditionally. But you got to first love yourself. So I wish you the very best on getting that done. Next card that came up was separation. Now, if you read the bottom, it says time apart from your partner is on the horizon. So what I'm getting for a number of you is that you know who your partner is. Like if I were to ask you, who do you feel and sense that you're going to end up with or be with? You know who that is. And maybe you have had a relationship with that person and you've gone separate ways. Or maybe it was a budding relationship that really never actually started like it should have. It was starting to bloom and then poof, vanished, and you're not together. But for those of you, that's a message that, angels are wanting you to know that they're there to help you during the separation. And when sharing these, if you immediately thought of someone like, oh gosh, that's me, yes, I have met my other half partner. I do feel this strong connection, but yeah, we broke up, or yeah, well, it never really kicked off and we went separate ways. The angels want you to know that, yeah, that is the person for you. Have faith. And what I'm getting is, for those of you in this boat, it's a factor of divine timing. All the parts and pieces need to all fit in correctly. There's healing work and things that you need to do. There's healing work that they need to do. You both need to get yourselves to that place that you're ready for your puzzle pieces to fit together. It really, truly is just a matter of divine timing. So don't get discouraged. Don't get upset, because if you're not staying positive, you're not staying on that side of things, you will affect the outcome. So stay positive. And what they're saying is ask them for help, and they will help you. And you need to fill your time with joyful, fun activities, to not be thinking about it and wasting time that you could just be enjoying life. Worrying about something that's meant to be. Meant to be, it's going to happen, divinely ordained. You're just waiting on your puzzle pieces to fit together. You just need to finish your stuff, they need to finish their stuff, and voila, it'll come together. I don't get that's going to come together in February. Well, there may be a couple of you comes in late February, but I just want to let you know, just temporary. I do get, for some of you, you are in a relationship, and what they're saying is you're just going to be separated on day around day. Your partner is going to be on a business trip or something, and they're wanting you to not be so upset and discouraged about it, because I get that some of you are like really upset and you might really take it out on your spouse or your partner, And that will just cause some negative effects that you don't want. So don't take it out on them. Just be loving and compassionate. And it's just a temporary separation. You'll be right back together. You can celebrate after. Schedule a cruise for sure. And I do get for a number of you, this does signify divorce. It does signify a permanent separation. And they want you to know that just follow your intuition, follow the guidance that you're getting. Because I don't get that as any of you, but I get that it's a handful of you. But I get that you've been getting the intuition and the guidance that it's time for you to move on. And I get that you've not been listening to that guidance, and they want you to trust that guidance because they've got something better for you. It's okay. You've tried. You've done everything you can. It's just not meant to be. There's something better. And just know it's okay. It's okay. Close that chapter and be ready for the next one. And they are there to help. So lean on God. Ask your angels for help as you go through that transition. Because they're going to get you through it. And they're going to get you onto something better. They're going to bring that that lover, that partnership that you desire, because the partnership, the relationship you've been in, it's not there. You're not happy. They want you to be happy. So just lean on their help as you're getting through it. And you will get through it. They're saying you will get through it. And you are going to find happiness on the other side. So stay positive. Ask for help when you're not. It's never easy to go through those things. Card number 3, the one that just decided to fall out of the deck, is religious factors. And it says your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So what I'm getting is, for those of you that this is applicable to, religion, spirituality, it's a factor. It's a factor in romance. And I'm getting that for those of you, you've got a partner. I'm getting that it's a newer relationship. It's a newer relationship. You really care about this person and you really want to be with them, but you're dissatisfied because they're not the same religious affiliation. And your family's going to be mad, and oh gosh, how can you bring home this atheist to your Catholic family, or whatever your religious affiliations are, they're not the same. So you're not wanting to take the relationship to that next level because of that. And so what the angels are telling you to do is to ask them for help. Ask them for help with this situation, because you shouldn't necessarily turn someone away just because you don't have the same religious affiliation. And what they're saying is that you would benefit for asking for their help and sitting down and putting together a list of, okay, what are the things that you absolutely, no joke, must have, like deal breakers. Put those down. Because you find, okay, it's not really a deal breaker that, you have you're in just different religions. Because you find as you're starting to put those things down that, when you look at the characteristics that, you're both faithful, you're both loyal, you're both compassionate, you're both loving. I mean, you have those foundations, those foundational beliefs. Granted, it's got nothing to do with your religious affiliation, but on a foundation, you have the same beliefs to build that relationship, to build that family. And so they're wanting you to look at that, because you find that's not really a factor. This isn't a deal breaker for you. Now, some of you might find that it is, but you need to, I get for some of you that you'd be a bit rash in ending this relationship before evaluating those things. So take the time to do that. Ask for their help and they'll help you out. And the last card is walk away. The bottom of it says, leave the unhealthy situation and enjoy the new doors that open as a result. I think that ties into the separation card that we have. I think this is, again, another affirmation for you that it's the right decision, it's the right move, it's time. You've done all you can. And it's at the point that, you've hung on for so long. You're worried about what your family's going to say. You're worried about what your friends are going to say. You're It's your safety net. Yet some of you are hanging on because of financial reasons. You're afraid that you're not going to be able to make it without them financially. You need their financial contributions. So you're afraid to take that step. But they want you to know it's safe. It's okay. It's good. It's time. Close that chapter and move on. Because you're going to move into something healthier and much happier. And you need to do it soon, because I get some of you have just been dragging on with this for a long time. Like, you've known for a long time, this is not healthy. This relationship is not healthy. Some of you are in a relationship where that person's not treating you with respect. Maybe some of you, I get, are married. You're in a marriage, but you've done everything you can. You've done counseling. It's just not working. I get some of you are just in a relationship and it's just back and forth and back and forth. And I get that you're not being respected. The person's not treating you right. You've got a lot of red flags. They're not treating you right. They don't communicate. They're, disrespectful. They don't honor their commitments. They don't follow through on anything. It's just not a good foundation at all. So let it go and move on, because God's got something better for you. And I want you to know that. Move on. Let that go. Because the sooner that you let that go, the sooner you're going to find that happiness, that bliss, that joy, that relationship, that partnership that you really desire and want. And I do keep getting that. Some of you have just let this go on for years. And it could be because of comfort. It could be because of the financial security, the safety, oh gosh, what's everyone going to think, and think of me, think of this, or hanging on because you're just hoping it's going to get better, or hanging on because back to you don't love yourself, because this is really tied to they're not respecting. You're allowing people to not respect you because you don't love yourself. It could be, tied to that too. But either way, whatever the cause is, it's not a healthy relationship. It's not good for you. It's not meant for you. There's something better. God's got something better for you. So trust. You've had the feelings and guidance to end it for a while. You just need to follow through on it. And the sooner the better, because you get something way better on the other side. And they want to see you get there. So pray, ask for help, and you will get there. So a number of you may be spending the day alone, but have fun. I do hope that your Valentine's Day is filled with a lot of love and joy. And as I mentioned in another reading, love it isn't just with a romantic partner. If you don't have someone, and you're not going to have someone this month because you're still doing some work on you, you've got you. Have fun by yourself. Do a spa weekend. Go out with your friends. Go just enjoy. You can love life. You don't have to be with a love romantic partner on a day. You can go love yourself and have fun. And do that. And I wish you a month that's filled with love. All areas of love. Love in your family, love in your friends, love in yourself, love in life, enjoying life. I wish you a lot of joy. I wish you a lot of happiness. And I do wish you a very happy